Nation of Fitin10, welcome to day one of the spring 2022 Fitin10 challenge. It is only day one. It's the very first day. And of course, I want to say to you that this is a big undertaking. So kudos to you for having the courage to take on something to this magnitude, because this is an everyday thing. You have to put in your utmost effort every single day, in particular with the diet. Now, when it comes to your training, and of course we talked about this in the meeting today, but perhaps you missed it. Just a quick recap here. When it comes to your training, you've got to do 3 classes per week. So this is either going to be online, if you're doing the online version, or in the gym. Okay, either doing a lift camp or a boot camp class. You are to do 3 of them per week. In addition to that, you are to do 3 half-an-hour sessions of cardio per week. Okay, for your cardio, in terms of the structure, you're doing a 10-minute warm-up, and then you're doing 6 minutes worth of intervals. Then you're doing 14-minute cool down. Now that's for this week because there's only 6 minutes of intervals. So you're doing a total of a half an hour of cardio. As the weeks progress, those intervals will increase. As the weeks progress, your heart rate values will go up. So the intensity of the intervals is increasing. Okay, so for example, in week 2, we'll be doing 7 intervals. So you'll do your 10-minute warm-up. So again, your warm-up is going to be getting your heart rate to that lower value, maintaining it for the 10 minutes. And then you're going to start your intervals, 20 seconds worth of intervals. 20 seconds is the time you have to raise your heart rate from that lower level to the higher level. Okay, you've got 2 heart rates, right? This is in your email that you received today. And you're gonna go for 20 seconds hard, get your heart rate up. Try to get your heart rate up to that higher level by the end of the 20 seconds. Then you do 40 seconds down. Your 40 seconds down is the same intensity as your warm up. Your heart rate may not return to its normal level, okay? To its lower level, okay? The level that you're at during your warm up. That's fine. Don't worry about that. The point is, for that 40-second down phase, you're doing the same intensity as you did in your warm-up, okay? So whatever number of intervals you are doing, because it's going to increase week to week, you've got to make up the remaining time with the same intensity that you did your warm-up, okay? So again, for this week, 10-minute warm-up, 6 minutes worth of intervals, okay? 20 seconds on, 40 seconds down, 20 seconds up, 40 seconds down, 20 seconds up, 40 seconds down, 6 times. And then you've got 14 minutes, right? Because you did 16 minutes total. Now you got another 14 minutes of a lower pace, right? Your same pace as your warm-up, the same pace as your 40-second down phase, okay? All right. Diet. This is a big undertaking. I know this is going to be a bit of a challenge for some of you. It always is. But people get used to it. People get into it. And before you know it, you'll have the gist of it. Okay? So you've got to measure everything out. We talked about all your solids being weighed out, all your solid food. If you want to measure by volume, that's okay for liquids only. All right? And just while I'm on this topic, in your manual, please look at, because it goes through these little nuances, and there's reminders and just some things that I want you to be aware of. Make sure you go to page 38 and 39 and read through that. Page 38 and 39 in your manual, okay? Make sure, it doesn't matter how many meals you eat per day, I don't care if you only eat for 8 hours or whatever. So if you want to do fasting, that's fine. It's not going to make a difference when it comes to body composition. Not really, at least, okay? It might make a small, it might make a small difference, but at the end of the day, it's all about your total energy intake and the types of energy that you're eating. All right? So be aware of your foods. If you have any questions in terms of whether you're doing this right, or is this the right entry, or whatever concerns you have, please let me know and just write me in Slack. I will be checking it on a regular basis, okay? Make sure though that you account for everything. And I'm telling you, and I say this over and over again every challenge, but I have to say this. Take the diet portion seriously. Do your utmost to try to get the macros that I send you. And do this on a daily basis. It's not about sometimes. It's about all the time for the 70 days. Okay? Every single day. Every single day. Off days can set you back. Okay? If you have an off day, if something happens, do not focus on that. You've got to move ahead. All right? But I want to tell you that the more, quote, perfect days you have, or near perfect days, the better off you're going to be, because it's about a build up over time. It's a little bit every day, okay? It's about a little bit every single day. Okay, I think I've said enough. I vow to make these videos under 10 minutes. I did a really good job actually last challenge. I've been known to, in previous challenges, to make videos super long, so I'm not gonna do that. So, message of the day today is the following. Oh, before I go there, I meant to mention, and I said this in the meeting, and you may already know this. You've got to, if you're doing the in the gym classes, you've got to register using Zen Planner. You can register up to 1 week in advance for classes, okay? To the minute, that is. All right. So the earliest you can register is 1 week before the class starts. Okay. And again, any lift camp or boot camp. Okay. All right. Message of the day. Today's message of the day is the following. I believe in you. I believe in you. And you might say, well, yeah, you believe in all of us? Yes, I do, because I believe that you can all make the right choices. Of course you can. Now, I'm not saying it's easy, and I certainly don't know your life, but you all have the choice to make the right decisions when it comes to your food intake, when it comes to planning out the days you're going to work out, when it comes to planning your cardio times, when it comes to the time that you're going to pre-make your proteins, your carbohydrates, your fats, which, by the way, in your manual, I think you probably all know this by now, but make sure you look through this, right? Starting on page 33 all the way through 34 and 35, there is a list. It's not exhaustive, but there is a list of protein strong, carbohydrate strong, and fat strong foods that you can have a look at to give you an idea of where to start if you're not sure what foods contain what. But even if you don't know, just plug it into your app and you'll see. You'll see if you put in a banana that it's purely carbohydrate. You're gonna see very little protein and very little fat, if any at all, okay? Just plug in a food and you will see. And think real whole food, okay? I believe in you, and you just have to try hard. That's what matters. Trying hard, doing your best. Where there is a will, there is a way. Okay? Positive energy, positive vibes, believe in yourself, for the love of God, give some gratitude, and I will talk to you guys tomorrow. See you guys.